Hi guys, hope we are all keeping safe and following the regulations that have been issued by the experts and the Ministry of Health concerning COVID-19. We should wear our masks, wash our hands and sanitize and maintain social distance. Here we are at Mwengenya Greens, and Mwengenya Greens is an initiative which is targeting urban areas and trying to present them as part of the solution to feeding a hungry planet. Urban areas has for long been neglected and they are seen as they cannot contribute towards food security. So what we are doing is we are educating urban residents, urban communities on how they can utilize the limited spaces that are found in their homesteads or in community areas to produce food for household consumption or community food security. COVID-19 has affected our livelihoods and the way of life as we had used to it. We can see that as a response to it or effects, we have seen lockdowns, we have seen curfews, and it has also affected our economics and also our food systems. Where urban areas depend on the rural areas when it comes to food provision and availability. Therefore, our food system has really been affected by COVID-19, and Mwengenya Greens is trying to come up with a solution on how we can intervene. This we are doing through setting up community gardens, whereby the community can have access to food which is of high quality because we are growing it using organics, which is safe and it can cushion them during this period. So far, we have 3 community gardens, and these gardens are supporting 150 people in this community. We are trying to reach out and we want to impact more. And in those 3 community gardens, we have employed 5 youths who work in the gardens in terms of taking care of these plants. In Kenya, 80% of the working population work in informal sectors. These people depend on the daily wages to support and feed their families. And since COVID-19 came, so many people have lost their jobs, especially people living in poor neighborhoods and slums, and therefore it is hard for them to get food or support their families. Mwengenya Greens is partnering with organizations and the governments. We want to provide the most vulnerable in the community with a sustainable way of feeding themselves. This is a sustainable response to the war against hunger during this time, or the shock that is being brought by COVID-19. We want to provide these families with gardens, kitchen gardens in their households. One of the structures that we've seen as ideal is the vertical growing bags or vertical gardening bags, and this comes with plants. So we want to identify the most vulnerable. This includes the people living with disabilities, the elderly in the community, uh, orphans and widows. We want to help them, support them by providing them with these growing bags in their household. The growing bags will come with vegetables, such as the common vegetables, which are protective foods, and maybe fruits. That is our intervention during this moment. We are targeting 1,000 households. Therefore, we want to install or establish kitchen gardens for 1,000 vulnerable community members in the society. This is also going to create employment to around 15 young men during that period. It is a project or an initiative which we first want to run for the 5 months and see the impact that we are going to generate. One of the impact that we are foreseeing is that we are going to have reduced expenditure in terms of food for the households. It is estimated that, especially for the poor families, they spend almost 50% of their income on food. The expenditure on food is very high. So once we construct a garden or we give them a source of food, it is going to reduce this income in household. and it is going to impact positively and stop depending on the rural farming population to feed the urban areas. That is a sustainable way of tackling COVID-19 and any other future disruptions that might occur out of nature or conflicts. Uh, Thank you so much. I hope we are going to partner and achieve this great goal of feeding or providing 1,000 vulnerable families in the community with kitchen gardens. Thank you.